Hey now, Mez heads. Mez heads, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Word, I'm just chilling. It's been a while, but we're going to do some random Atari 2600 impressions. We're going to randomly choose the Atari games and check them out. This here is motherfucking Barnstorming, you know what I'm saying? We storm into bonds. Let's rock. Okay, I'm pushing the button. I guess it's the accelerator, yeah. Okay, I'll hit the birds. Who's that guy with the birds and the plane and the landing and you know the plane hit the birds and he landed in the water, you know? You know that hero? What's his name? Sully. Well, yo, I can't see too good. Is that Sully Sullenberger over there? Let's see, like I know I played it a couple times as a kid, but I was really young. Trying to figure out what to do here. Maybe the birds are bad? Am I supposed to avoid them? Okay, I went through a barn. Did anything good happen when I went through the barn? That seems to be bad. Okay. Okay. Barnstorming. It's Activision. It's gotta be good. You know the game's gotta be good. But what? That's bad. As I imagine, crashing a tree or a plane into a pole would be bad. I'm getting ready to give up here because I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'll go into barn. The sound gets all quiet. Let me reset. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's try game 4. This is probably way more exciting. Is the goal to go through all the barns and that's it? In as quick a time as possible? 21. Trying to figure this goddamn game out. 20. Oh, I see it. I get it. Go through the barns. How ingenious. How did I figure that out? Okay, do not crash into the barn, alright? The birds are merely in the way. Alright, I'm getting this. But is it any good? I don't know. Although I did like some pretty crappy games when I was a kid, but mostly I like good games. Good games like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for the Nintendo. Like good games like that. We'll see what happens when I get the 8 more barns here. Is it like a time attack game? You challenge yourself to see how quick you can do the level. Maybe that's what it's about. And my time right now pretty much sucks donkey nuts. Naturally, crashing will slow you down. Just like in real life, if you crash your plane into a barn, you'll be slowed down for a couple seconds before you resume your flight. Very realistic. That's the best thing about Atari is the realism. Alright, next. Okay, this one's called Buck Rog, and apparently by looking at the screen now I see it's Buck Rogers. Alright. Level 1. If you're a Francais, French, it's 1. The same sound you make when you ejaculate is the French word for 1. 1. Then when they invented the number 2, the French decided to just take which is the easiest sound to make. Even the most primitive caveman can say and then they just put a D in front of it and they go duh. That means 2. I could imagine the caveman sitting around 150,000 years ago. He points to a cool rock or something neat, and he goes, "Ugh." And what he meant was, as in, look at that. That's something cool to look at. And then the other guy decided, he said, he said, he must mean that there's one of them. So now, means one. And from then on, the caveman in France, 150,000 years ago, told his little children, is the new invention. One he invented. The father of modern math. That pretty much seemed to be ass. I don't know. Let's try some more. I shoot that shit and it doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe I gotta shoot it more often. No. Maybe GameFAQs has a strategy guide for this game. You know what I'm saying? For Buck Rogers and the Atari 20s, I'm sure there's a big demand for it. Hey, it'd be kind of humorous, wouldn't it, to write like written reviews for really simple Atari 2600 games and submit them to GameFAQs? Check the count, see if anybody reads it. So no matter how fast I push the button, it fires this fast. So there's no point to hurt your thumb. Yeah, that's shit. Let's go to the next one. All right, Enduro. I've heard of this, but I never played it. I played Enduro on the Sega Master System a little bit. Actually, I lie. I saw a commercial of it once, and I saw a video on YouTube, so I didn't actually play it. Is this any good? It's kind of impressive in the fact that I get a feeling of speed. Really, I mean, you see how fast that shit comes on the screen. Most of them go to the left and the right. Some of them go down the middle. So hug the middle. That's the rules for this game. Hug the middle. I don't mean stay in the middle, but I just hug the middle. It's kind of that we can sort of dodge away when you need to. Oh, ice. Racing on ice is always fun. I remember I used to love night driving on the Atari. That was fun shit with the paddles. They try tricky and they say you need the racing paddles for this game, but the the sports paddle or whatever works just as good. The only difference was the racing paddle, as they call it, didn't have a lock mechanism, so you could free spin it forever. Just twist to the right forever, twist to the left forever. Well, the other kind of paddles, they would stop. There's something blocks them when you turn a certain distance left or right. But that didn't matter. It worked just fine. All right, next. That's kind of good for a racing game for back then. All right, this one was called, the file was called Math GPX. So let's see what Math GPX is. It sounds exciting. 4 minus 4 equals 0. Oh yeah, I'm a race car driver and I'm doing math. That means I'm having fun while I learn. Ha! Ha! 3 plus 2 equals. That's a tough one. I like how the difficulty is really ramping up as the game proceeds. Yeah, so that's math. Enough of that shit. And this one I cheated. I chose it on purpose because I feel like playing around in Megamania. You know when you're going through the list and you see like... Because I felt like going for a round of Megamania. I mean, who wouldn't? It'd be like saying, hey, I got this movie here. It's a movie that features teen anal. Would you like to go around to this teen anal movie? Right? And it'd be like saying, nah. You know? It wouldn't make sense. So, Megamania is just like teen anal videos. There's no difference. When I was a kid, I popped this into my Atari and my mom came in and she said, what's that teen anal video you're watching? You're 7 years old, for Christ's sake. I said, no, Mom, it's Atari. It's Megamania. Jeez. What movies you been watching, Mom? If that's the first thing that comes to mind. You know Baba Booey, Gary Dell'Abate and Howard Stern show. His favorite kind of porno movies are teen anal. Everyone knows that. Baba Booey! Howard Stern's penis! Damn. Here we go. Die, bitch! This game is just a blast. I know I did a sort of a review on it already earlier, but I fucked up the audio on that, my last review of this. The audio was way out of whack. The game sounds were way too loud. You couldn't hear my beautiful, sexy voice. Buddy of mine, he had Plaque Attack, but I had Megamania. And I'm telling you, Megamania is clearly the better game. While Megamania is more like teen anal, Plaque Attack is more like grandpa's fuck teens kind of movies, right? So that's not as good. You know, grandpa's fucking teens. That's not even fair. It's not fair to the teen, you know. With the big gray hairy balls flopping around. Balls. One time I programmed a game on the Commodore 64. I had help with my brother doing it. He was teaching me how to program, so together we made a game. And I understand now why the bullet here, it moves along with your ship. I understand a bit of a programming trick, how that happens. It's like the x-axis of the shot is set to be equal to the x-axis of the ship. So it doesn't matter where you move, it'll always be in front of your ship. Which does violate relativity, all principles of relativity and quantum mechanics, but that's okay. It's not a real world. Anyways, next, Mr. Do on the Atari 2600. Who even knew, eh? Who knew this existed? I wonder what it's like. Pretty impressed so far, really. No joke. I see there are groups of 6 instead of 8. Which is, I mean, it's Atari. What are you going to do? I'm quite a pro at Mr. Do. The arcade version. Some years ago, I got my hands on an actual Mr. Do arcade machine, so I played the shit out of it. Now, if I had this as a kid, I would not have liked it. The reason being, my friend, I had a pal who had a ColecoVision, and he had Mr. Do on there, and clearly, it was very much superior to this. Oh, look, he's got Pac-Man syndrome. When you go up and down, he doesn't turn up or down. Like the shitty Pac-Man. Yeah, really, the gameplay is not too bad. The game's actually alright. It's Mr. Do, but I would have hated it as a kid because it was just too shitty compared to the original game. Next. This one's called Okie Dokie. I don't know anything about it. Let's check it out. Is it like memory game? Oh my god, it's Minesweeper on a fucking Atari? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, it looks like Minesweeper, but it's not. Wonder what's the objective? Get rid of all check marks? I'm not playing this shit. Fuck this. Phoenix. So far, right away, looks impressive. I mean, they look like fucking Phoenix birds. That's cool. The sound effects, so far, awesome. I'm telling you right now, I love it. This is fantastic. I don't think I had any vertical scrolling shmups on the Atari back in the day. I'm pretty sure I borrowed Space Invader sometime, though, from a friend, but didn't know many. This is bloody impressive. Look at this. And even they're modular, you can shoot off the wings. Hard, too. Like a penis. Wow, good challenge. I mean, right away. No fucking around. I feel like such a noob. Wow. I thought it would pwn. You hit him in the middle of down one shot. I wonder what's more points, though. Not that I care at this moment, but if you own the game and you really want to challenge yourself, you got to go for most points. I gotta know. Wow, 3 fucking screens. This is excellent. This is fantastic. This is one of the best shmups I've ever seen on the Atari. You gotta agree. If you don't agree, you're a fucking noob. You're objectively wrong if you don't agree. Next, Raiders. It must be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh. It's got the real music. I'm getting a big fucking boner right now. Okay. See, button doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, it's one of those ET type looking items on the bottom having instructions read need to be doing type of fucking games. Wow. Maybe even some of the switches do something. This is obviously too confusing for me. I'm not that bright, so we'll go to another one. Oh my god, Rampage. Rampage for the Atari 2600. Holy shit. I want to be Lizzie the Lizzie. Lizzie likes the vagina, you know. Well, it's got text. I mean, who was buying Atari in 1989? God damn, I pity you. In 1989, I was getting ready for the Genesis, you know, like, oh, Genesis will be out soon. Can't wait for that. You know? Okay, if you push left, it punches. If you let go, it jumps. Alright. I mean, it's Rampage. It's pretty bad, though. See if I can punch these motherfuckers. Yeah. You can't walk. Okay, there you go. It's no good. You can't get the enjoyment out of destroying a building unless the destroy animations are, you know, at least reasonable. How do I destroy it? Oh, okay. I gotta say, it's an excellent attempt. They did a great job with what they had, but it's no good. It can't be good. It's not capable of being good. I'd have to be about 5 years old to appreciate this. And finally, the last one we'll do for today is video pinball. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure out how to do this. Oh, what shit? The button. Oh. Left is the left flipper. Right is the right flipper. Up is both. If you hold the button and push left, you can steer the ball. Or hold the button and steer right, you can steer the ball. See? See that? I remember I borrowed this from a friend. Almost every game in my life I've ever played, I've borrowed from a friend. Because you know, in the Mez household, there wasn't no video games being bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here, son, here, DUHMEZ, have a fat stack full of you know, $50 video games. We got that. We got that kind of money. Sure. So this game is all about it's all about steering the ball just enough to get it where you want it to go, but not so much that you tilt. A lot of people play this game didn't even know you could steer the ball. Because they're not awesome like me. Yeah, it's shit. Later, motherfuckers!